Hi everybody, this is Dave of Dave Talks Comics. This is my video of what I got at the 2022 Baltimore Comic Con, and as you can see, this is the program guide for this year's Baltimore Comic Con. I just got back. The con ended today. In fact, it's probably has about 10 or 15 minutes left before they close the showroom floor. But I left a little early, got a bite to eat on the way back, and then drove home. So this is the program guide. Now this is the first thing I picked up from the first dealer. Oh, and I wanted to say that these books are not all going to be grouped together by title. They're grouped together by when I bought them. So these first books I bought on Friday. I picked up this issue. This issue was actually bagged with 5 other X-Men comic books. And the price was just $2. This is the only one that I actually wanted. Issue 62. I'm trying to collect all of the Mignola covers, all the issues that have Mignola covers of X-Men Classic. I have all but 2 of them now. It was all but 3, but now it's down to all but 2. I found one of the others at the show this year, but they wanted much more than I wanted to pay. It's the one with the first appearance of Binary, when Carol Danvers becomes Binary. But it's going for a lot of money, I guess, now. I guess I should have gotten it before. I should have prioritized it before. But so that's X-Men Classic number 62. Now this one I already have. So this is a duplicate copy, but they all came together, these 5 X-Men comic books in one bag for $2. And that's $2 total, not $2 per comic. See, then we've also got X Factor Annual number 4. We've got X-Men 2099 number 4 and X-Men 2099 number 3. Never read X-Men 2099. X Factor, I've read a little bit of, very little bit. I mean, like 3 issues, I think. Now, this I got from the same dealer, Machine Man number 3. This is one of the few comics I bought this year that was not on my list. It was just too good of a deal to pass up. This is a Kirby written and drawn issue. It was just $2. I have not taken it out of the bag yet. I'm not sure exactly what kind of shape it's in, but it doesn't look like it's in awful shape. Hopefully there's no pages missing or pages that have sections cut out of them. As long as it's more or less intact, I'm very happy to have picked this up. Okay, so those were all from the first dealer that I bought stuff from. The second dealer, and I paid $4 for those 6 comic books. So the second dealer that I bought stuff from had a bunch of $2 boxes, and I went through them, and I found a bunch of things. So first off, we've got Secret Origins Annual number 2. I'm trying to collect all the issues of this series, and I would like to read all the issues of this series. I've read the first 2 issues recently, reread the first issue, read the second one for the first time, and at some point I'm going to try and pick up and continue to read those and write something about them. But this is the Annual number 2, and there are more issues that I'm still missing. Now, Legion of Superheroes, this issue, Tales of the Legion number 319, and here we've got number 318. These extend out. I have the 4 prior issues, which are when the 1980 Tales of the Legion series became Tales of the Legion. Wait, the 1980 Legion of Superheroes book became Tales of the Legion. And they started the Baxter series, the 1984 series. So that was in 1984, of course. So these 2 issues extend out my run. There's only, I think, 12 issues before Tales of the Legion became a reprint book. And they were basically reprinting stories from the 1984 series. If you're not confused yet, it must mean that you know about all this. But so I picked up those 2. There was also Secret Origins New America. I picked up the first issue of New America a few years ago at Heroes Con, and I honestly really didn't know much about it. I was just intrigued by it because it was written by the same team. It was written by Kim Yale, who was the co-writer on Suicide Squad. And so here I have now issues 2 and 4 also. So I'm still missing issue 3, so I'm probably not going to be reading that anytime soon. Now this DC Comics Presents I think, completes my collection of the Alan Moore Superman stories. I've already and I've read in recent years For the Man Who Has Everything and Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow, and I believe I've written about those on my blog. I think I might have even podcasted about For the Man Who Has Everything. I think I talked about both the comic book and the episode of JLU where they covered that. And there were some changes in that. But anyway, you can go back and watch or read that. And maybe in the notes, I'll put which episode of Dave Talks Comics that was. Or you can just go to Dave Talks Comics and search for Superman. There aren't that many episodes where I talk about Superman, and you can probably find it without too much trouble. Okay, so that was it for that dealer, and that was it for Friday. Yes, that was it for Friday. So on Saturday, I didn't buy quite as many comic books, but I found a dealer who had some issues of Wonder Woman, the 87 series, that I did not have. I did not have. I own now. I have issues 1 through 4, and I have like a couple issues very late in the run when John Byrne was drawing the book. But, so now I have issues 4, 5, 6, 7. Now this issue goes for ridiculous amounts of money now. I mean, it's not like hundreds or thousands of dollars, but on at least one online retailer site, they want $33 for it in like fine minus. And I saw at least one dealer who had it for sale for $20. There was no condition for the book indicated. I picked up these comics for $2 a piece. So I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy that I managed to get a copy of this. And even the other issues of Wonder Woman, the last one is Wonder Woman number 8 that I picked up. Even these other issues go for considerably more than $2, but from most dealers these days. And then I also found the only issue of Tales of the New Teen Titans that I was missing. This is the one that Starfire, that features the origin of Starfire, or her background. It also kind of leads into the crossover with the Omega Men in New Teen Titans. Let's see, I think it's 22 to 25, and then annual number 1. And which is an excellent story. I love it, and this reading this before that really does add something to it. And then I also found, here's the only one of the, I found essentially both of the Secret Origins annuals that I was missing. And once again, I only paid $2 for it. This one, you can pay easily $6 or more. I think I saw dealers who had it for sale for $10 at the show. So I was very happy to pay just $2 for this issue. Okay, so that was it for Saturday. Now on Sunday, that was it for, Saturday. Now on Sunday, today, I did a little more shopping around. I found a few more things, some more Legion of Superheroes. This is trying to fill in, I think I have up through 300 from like 283 or something like that through 300. So this is me filling in trying to fill in the rest of the issues. I only found 3 of them, 301, 302, and 307. And I paid $1 a piece for these. So that seemed like a very good price. I mean, I saw other issues around at other dealers' tables, but I passed because they wanted like $3 a piece for them. And I think I can get them online for less than that. I think I've seen dealers online with them. And I mean, I'll probably pay closer to $2, but still, it's less than $3. So that's my reasoning on that. Now, this is one of the few issues of the new Teen Titans series that I didn't have. Let's put it this way. I think this was the only issue that I didn't have that was greater than issue 8 or something like that, or 7. I think I have from about 6 or 7 all the way through until it became the Baxter series. And then I actually have like the first 15 issues of the Baxter series. I have all of the issues with original stories from Tales of the Teen Titans, not to be confused with Tales of the New Teen Titans, which I just showed you an issue of. So I've seen this. For some reason, this is going for a lot of money these days, and I found this for $3. I decided it was worth it. It looks like it's in good shape, so I picked it up. Now, I picked up 2 trades this year, just 2 trades. This is a book I've been wanting to read. It came out about a year ago, 6 Sidekicks of Trigger Keaton. This is a kind of a murder mystery. It's drawn by Chris Schweitzer, who does great stuff. If you've ever read the Krogan's Adventure series, I think that's what it's officially called. Krogan's, let's see, the character in the first one is Catfoot Krogan, and the story is it Krogan's Vengeance? Something like that. Krogan's March, and the second one takes place as a French Foreign Legion story, and the third one is a American Revolutionary War story. All 3 of them, I think, are very good. I think they're all excellent reads. They were originally printed in black and white. They've been subsequently been colored. I prefer the black and white, which is what I have. This story is in color, and I read the first few pages. It's very good. I really like the way Chris Schweitzer tells stories. Visually, of course, he's not working by himself here. It's him and Kyle Starks doing the writing, and of course he's doing the visual storytelling. I'm not sure how much they worked on it together, because Kyle Starks, I believe, also has done his own comic books. So I'm not sure if they plotted it together or how much plotting they did together. I'm sure there was a certain amount that Chris Schweitzer did on his own. But this is I've been meaning to read this, and I'm glad that I've got it now. And I paid I paid $10 for this and for this comic book here. Files of Mystery, Volume 3, the Mike Mist case book. I've never read any mystery. I've always been kind of intrigued, and considering it was such a low price, I figured, why not? And that's basically all of the books I got. The only other thing I bought was this t-shirt, which has the same image on it as slightly different colors, but the same image on it as the program guide. I couldn't pass this up. I just love the cartooning in this t-shirt. I love the way the different characters are interacting. The 3 characters in the foreground, the 2 characters in the background. Well, there's more than 2 in the background, but this is just a lot of fun, and I think I got it just in time too, because I bought this on Friday afternoon, just before I left the show, and I think I heard them say this is a medium, and I think I heard them say they only had 3 more left. And when I went past the table where they were selling these on Saturday, it looked like all they had was extra large and extra smalls left. So I'm really glad that I picked this up. But I've known from experience that this kind of thing happens, that these t-shirts, they don't print a huge number of them, and they tend to sell out. So basically, that's it for the Baltimore Comic Con for me. I am working on a write-up, which will be at davetalkscomics.net. And I think that's about it. I had a good time this year. It wasn't a knockout great time, but you can read all about that when I post my con report, which will probably be in 3 parts, 1 for each day of the convention. So that's it for Dave Talks Comics, which you can find at davetalkscomics.com. davetalkscomics.net is the more active place to see things. That's where I write about conventions, it's where I do my writing. DaveTalksComics.com is where the podcast drops. And of course, if you're watching this, you're probably seeing it on YouTube. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.